Hey everyone, Don Pertman, UnveilTheWeb.com. So on my Facebook page, Catherine asked me a really insightful question, and it's simply this: what is the difference between advertising and marketing? Let me simplify this up front and then I'll expand just a bit. The core fundamental difference for me is that in advertising, although related to marketing, advertising is a disruptive form of communication. Think about this for just a minute. When you're watching TV and a television commercial comes up and you've DVR'd it, what's the first thing that you want to do? You want to advertise, you want to move right through the advertisements. You want to skip them and get back to your program because right as that crescendo hit, you want to know what happened. You've just been disrupted in that program. Now, the problem is for advertisers today is that people more and more don't want to be distracted. They want to learn more on their terms and based on what their needs are. When we advertise, what we do, think about TV and radio again, this disruptive form of communication, what happens is that we end up wanting to not just skip through it, but we get annoyed by it. Completely annoyed by it. We are not interested. See, it's not designed to talk to me. It's designed to talk to everybody in hopes that I reach just a few people. Now, marketing, on the other hand, when it's done right, is designed to be highly focused, highly targeted, especially when we're online and we think about content marketing, right? So content can take on the form of a blog or a white paper or a social media post. It can take on the form of a video or a podcast. But when done right, it ought to talk to one person with one problem with one solution. If we're not too careful, content marketing can blend over into becoming advertising. Because again, it becomes too broad. It doesn't talk to anyone specifically. And when it doesn't talk to anyone specifically, what happens is the masses might come, but there's no action taken because they thought it was one thing, but they got another. And it told them just enough, but they don't know what to do with it. So in the end of the day, it becomes no different than advertising. So another core difference between the two is that advertising, because it's not designed to establish competency, is designed just to show you this is who we are, this is what we sell, this is the price, come in today and buy. Now, in content marketing, it's designed to establish competency. Because you're establishing competency by solving one problem for one person with one need, the people that are actually looking for those solutions are much more apt to buy from you because you're identifying with them, you're relating to them, they feel you understand them, they feel that they're making a connection with you as the business and as the marketer. That is a fundamentally new thing in the last number of years that blogging and social media has done, is that it makes connection points. But the problem is that we are so blended into the advertising and mass marketing world, which advertising is mass marketing, that we are confusing and conflating these two things. I mean, think about this for a second. This is one reason why I hate pop-ups. This is, join my email newsletter, right? Well, I don't know you from Adam. Why do I want to join your email newsletter? This is a form of mass marketing. It's an interruptive form of advertising on our own content marketing websites. We're not building up competency when we use these pop-ups. In my opinion, we're actually breaking it down. We're actually causing more problems. Now, why not create the content that people identify with and find unique ways that give people a reason to subscribe into our email newsletters or our emails or our whatever it is that we're trying to promote through those pop-ups, right? Give them a reason by establishing your competency first, and then they will join. I mean, I'm seeing it on my website all the time. Every day I'm getting new subscribers to my email newsletter, not because I'm asking them up front to do it, but because the content is speaking to their need, and I keep reinforcing these over and over and over again to one person with one problem, with one solution, that their alternative is, I need more information. So they join the email newsletter, or give them something of value, like in an article that I wrote about creating websites for your business. Most people don't know how to engage with web designers, so I created a web design interview process kit. They opted into that. Now I can send them emails that relate to what their needs were, and they love it. and I'm getting tremendous feedback from it, and that's the kind of way that you get people into your email list, and you can put them in a process that enables them and gives them a reason ultimately to buy from you. So even when they subscribe into that, there's a $5 option if you want the questions to ask a web designer. People love that. They're spending $5 on that all day if they're going to spend $1,000 or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars on a website. Just makes sense to spend $5, right? So here's the thing. Marketing and advertising, though similar, are two different things. Advertising is disruptive. Marketing, especially content marketing on the internet, ought to be an attractive feature. So we're attracting instead of repelling in content marketing. And advertising, we're just promoting and talking about ourselves. There's another key delineator, right? Advertising is talking about me. Content marketing is talking about you. And the reason why I say that is because I've only got 15 seconds or 30 seconds or maybe at the top 90 seconds in advertising to get your attention. I may not even have that. I may only have a few seconds, right? So I've got to get your attention, and in order to do that, I've got to scream typically sale or price. When I'm screaming sale or price, I'm really making it more about me because I'm simply saying, I need you to buy. It has nothing to do with building a relationship, establishing competency. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, I have this, you need it, buy it. And we're going to talk to everybody in hopes of reaching just a few. And that's very expensive proposition. It's very expensive to do. And for those of you businesses that are in industries that use a lot of mass marketing, like newspapers or radio or TV or magazines and that kind of stuff, you know how expensive that it is. So the point of the matter is, there is a shift happening between these two things. Discovering what they are at their base core issues is critical to understanding how to build the right online presence, because you're going to have to realize that mass marketing and advertising on the internet doesn't work the same way that it does offline. Online, it's all about competency. Establish you're competent, then they will determine if they feel like they know you, like you, and trust you. And believe me, if you do it right with competency and talk to the one person with one problem, with one need, you will do that every single time. You will start to attract an audience that's able, willing, and ready to buy from you in a way that you never could if you just did advertising. So, Catherine, I hope that answers any questions you might have about this. Thank you so much. If anybody else has a comment on the subject, please leave it on my YouTube channel or leave it on my Facebook page at Unveil the Web. This video will be there for eternity, or as long as Facebook exists, right? Leave a comment and engage with me and tell me what you think about this subject, or if you have other questions, let's engage, let's talk about it. So, thanks so much. Again, I'm Don Purdom. Thank you for watching.